Hello. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am just pinning a comment. One second, pin it. There we go. We're live. Hello. How's everyone doing? How's your lockdown? I hope you're good. Welcome to Fan Mail Live with Notion. My name's Vic, and I'm going to be chatting to Grace Vanderwithrawls tonight. As soon as she enters the conversation, I will be able to bring her in. We'll be able to have a good chat, and any questions that you want to ask her, you can just comment them. I put a little pin in there so you know that you can just comment them below, and I will be able to pose them to her. I'm sure she knows you guys really well from her lives and from being so connected over Instagram, especially at a time like this when we're all online a lot. But I hope you're all well. Let me know where you're watching from, where you are. I'm just going to keep checking to see when she comes online, and she'll do a little request to be a part of the chat. You know what it is? So many people have her name in their name. It throws you off. But no, you're not. Oh, I think she's here. Here we go. Grace Vanderwaal's Germany. Hi to Grace. Yeah, I'll say hi to her from all of you. Remember to leave your questions below. Here we go. She sent a request. View and go live. Oh, I hope you're all well. You're going deep with these questions. Do you want kids? Okay.
What's up, girl?
Oh, what's up? Hello. How are you?
You said how are you? I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just asked everyone where they're from, so now I'm just seeing like loads of place names coming up. Massachusetts, Indonesia, yeah. Boston. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's okay. Look, it's an absolute pleasure. How's isolation treating you?
I'm fine. I'm doing good. The weather is getting warmer here in New York, which is making everything like a billion times easier because you can just like go outside and there's so many things to do, but it's cold today, and like days like this where it's chilly is really hard.
It's harder, isn't it? I feel you. Look, I live in England, in the United Kingdom. We had a little bit of warm weather recently, but it goes pretty quickly as it's come. So I feel you. I mean, I know it's hard for all of us, and our minds are all over the place. What are you doing to try and stay peaceful and centered?
I am eating a lot. I feel like eating makes me just a better person, genuinely. Like once I've had a meal, I feel a lot better. But I don't know. I've just been kind of fighting through it and just like remembering how amazing I have it. I feel like it's so easy to just, feel like this is the worst, but there are a lot of people struggling way more than me about a lot more serious things, which I think is like important to keep in mind in this time.
Yeah, perspective.
Exactly.
It's completely normal though to sometimes lose it. I mean, we're inside four walls like all the time. It's hard to have perspective. Someone's just commented, it gets boring at home, innit? Yeah, it does. But you're right. Trying to remember that we're quite lucky to have a safe space to call home, and to be. It's important. Are you being creative in lockdown?
Kind of. I feel like it just like hits me every now and then, and I try to like do things. My label, I have like this little studio thing.
Oh, sweet.
My label sent me all of that, which was really, really cool. So I've just been like learning how to use the equipment and just taking up new hobbies. I really want to learn how to just make straight beats and just not songs, and just like bring in samples of other songs and things like that. But I have not been motivated enough to learn that yet. But I will. Yeah, you will. In the future.
No, I believe in you. I know that you will.
You.
Sometimes, sometimes just something pushes us to do that thing. Like it doesn't just happen like that. You can't just be sitting in isolation and you've got the equipment. Doesn't mean you're going to make a beat right then, but it'll come. I saw that you were giving away ukuleles on your Instagram.
Yeah. Anyone can enter. It's still, I think, open. and you can get like a free ukulele, because I know a lot of people are taking up instruments right now.
Right.
And I was just like, you know, I have a deal with Fender. I made a ukulele with them, so I might as well, you know, try to do something with that right now.
It's cool because it's encouraging your fans to get creative as well, and you know they could learn an instrument, and
Yeah.
for so many of them you're an inspiration, which is really cool. What made you take up the ukulele in the first place?
So actually it's kind of a funny story. My mom like took up a job with international au pairs. So if an au pair, something wasn't working in their house that they were put at, like to be a nanny, they would stay at our house.
Okay.
So we like always had these people staying in our house.
Fine.
Which, I mean, it was pretty cool. I was young. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, cool, this is dope. And there was this one girl who stayed there, and I always looked up to the women. I thought they were really, really cool because, like, they were at that age that children look up to. They were, like, old enough where they were really cool and pretty, but, like, young enough where I felt like if I was cool enough, like, I could trick them into thinking I'm 20 when I was, like, 9 years old. And she had a ukulele, and she would always like play it and stuff, and I wanted to be her, and so I just got really into it too.
Well, your musical journey has been, it's been potent, you know, like a lot has happened, but then in the last year as well you've been acting. What was the crossover like to acting in Stargirl on Disney Plus?
It wasn't, I didn't really think it through. I feel like I don't really think things through till they're actually happening.
Sure.
And so I was just like, okay, I got a movie offer. Like, who knows? I'm so young. Like, this could blow over when I get older, and I may never get the chance to be in a freaking movie again.
Just do it.
Like, I might as well just, like, be in a movie while I can, because, like, who knows what will happen in the future. And I just did it, and I ended up having the best time. It's a really cute movie. It's called Stargirl for that promo. It's a really cute movie, and it was so much fun to make. It was so much fun to make. The cast is like the most awesome cast in the world, and yeah, it was like summer camp. It was really, really fun.
It's amazing how much stuff that you've done in, well, I know it's a lifetime, but it's a comparatively short time in comparison to a lot of other artists out there. But when you do look at musical heroes, like who's up there for you?
I feel like I don't really like look up to many people, but I don't know. I don't think I really have one. Musically, sorry, they're lawn mowing, but
no, it's fine. The world is alive, you know. There's lawnmowers going. I've got a train outside. It's fine.
I feel like lately I've been really looking up to like Etta James and Billie Holiday and like older artists, because I really admire the writing style. It's so interesting when you really like start to break it down, and there are so many patterns and trends that are the same in all the different music of that time that I've been really wanting to like experiment in and try to write like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what is the writing process like for you when you sit down and I guess you have an idea for a song? How does it go from there to being on a record?
It's kind of different every time. I feel like sometimes you can think of like a melody and then find the chords to it, or vice versa, and find the chords and the melody, or like have an idea or a plan, like the Etta James thing. Like I could sit down and be like, I'm gonna write like an older style song right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like legendary songwriters and singers. I've been asking the fans if they can ask questions to you as well, so they've been posing them in the comments. There's one that keeps coming up, and I'm going to expand it a little bit. So Skomiche Obsessed has asked, is she coming to the UK? And I'm just going to ask more generally, even from that. Is there going to be a tour? Are we going to see you on the road?
I want to go on tour. Touring is my favorite thing in the world. It's absolutely my favorite part of all of this. But girl, tour's expensive. Tour's expensive, and especially international tours, which I definitely want to do. But I think that I don't know. I've never really talked about this with like my team, but I feel like we're all kind of on the same page that we're waiting till, because the thing is, I want to go there when I can do it right. I want to go there when I can, like, every little bit of it, like the stage design and the music and the band and everything works smoothly.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we could really do right now.
Mate, you need a spectacle.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Oh, I quite like this question. I am Effulgent has asked, I love how out of the box you are. Is it always easy being spontaneous? It's a certain energy, I guess, that you have.
I would say I'm spontaneous, but I feel like I wouldn't say if it's easy or hard. I feel like it's more just a personality trait. You know what I mean? It's just like who I am, so it comes easy to me. Same thing like introvert and extrovert. It's like it's hard to like convert. You just kind of are that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess you probably can't put your finger on it. It's everyone's got a personality, and yours is something that I think, you know, your energy is on stage. I keep getting asked as well, do you still write in your treehouse? How many songs have you written in your treehouse?
I don't honestly write in there. I don't write or make music in there. I never have, and I've never like felt compelled to, but I just painted in there. I just spray painted in there yesterday, actually.
Do you feel like painting is a good way of you chilling out and kind of finding a little bit of peace during this time?
Well, okay, so actually I don't paint, and I'm a really, really bad painter, and I don't enjoy it because it always comes out ugly, and then I'm like, damn, I just spent an hour on that and I hate it, and I'm just gonna cover it. But yesterday specifically, I was like feeling all cute, and I was like listening to music. I had like overalls on. I was like, how would it be right now if I was like in the vibe. I was just like vibing out. I felt the energy, and I was just like, what if I like painted right now? And I did, and the same thing happened. I was just like
no, when you look like Picasso, God knows what's going to come out of your brush.
You just gotta do it.
I mean, we'll see, but yeah. No, but it's all about expression. It's self-expression. It's okay if it doesn't look great. And what even is great?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if someone
great.
Exactly. Someone has just asked, I have done a painting of your eye. That's not a question, but just so you know, they've done a painting of your eye. So there you go. There's a couple of people that have asked actually about confidence. In particular, here's one from Grace Vanderwithrawls. It says, I sing and I'm shy. Do you only have advice for singing in front of people?
I guess wait for the right time. I guess would be my advice. If you don't want to put yourself especially if you're already nervous, you don't want to put yourself in like an uncomfortable, like, maybe go to like open mic. Look, I went to open mic nights when I was the first time I ever really started performing in front of people, and it was nice. It was, my heart was pounding so fast, but it was like so far away from my town. It was all old people. I didn't know anyone there, and I was just like able to get comfortable, I don't know, singing. Yeah.
I guess, I mean, there's all different ways that people feel more secure. Maybe it comes from practice, or, you know, as you say, just sort of happens. If you love the song. Everyone is asking about Letters Volume 2. Steve Bingabongo, Letters Volume 2, when's it coming out? Is it coming? Or will we get a quarantine album being asked from Kaden Powell?
I can't release a quarantine album because I am signed to a label, as much as I would love to release a quarantine album. But I'll continue to put things on Instagram, which is like something.
No, it's great.
But this COVID-19 has definitely affected the plan of Letters Volume 2. So I don't know. We're just kind of figuring it. I think everyone, including artists, are just kind of figuring it out as it goes along. So we're trying to do as much as we can from home.
Yeah.
So I don't know when it'll come out.
I mean, this platform is amazing though. Like, I know it's Instagram, we're used to it, but actually seeing how many artists are doing lives, how many artists are
Hmm.
connecting with their fans, how many artists are able to give us sessions and
Hmm.
performances to our homes. In some ways, it feels like we're even getting more than we got before.
Oh yeah, way, 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 way more. Because in a way, it's like it's the closest thing that artists and influencers and public figures have to their job. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's hard for that realm of careers because their job is to be with people, is to, meet people and be with crowds. And I feel like that's why there's so much activity on like lives and all of these things, because it's like the only thing we have right now that's like kind of close to it, you know?
Yeah. I've never known a time like it. Like, you go on Instagram at say 7, 8 p.m. I've
Yeah,
never seen so many lives. Everyone
it's
wants to, they want
crazy.
to chat, we want to connect, we want to talk to people.
Hmm.
It's Memeland has asked, what is the biggest thing you've learned while staying at home?
Um, the biggest thing I've learned is that days are what you make of it, I think. Things aren't really ever
Yeah.
handed to you. Like you kind of really decide what, like, if this is going to be a good day, peaceful day, an enjoyable day. And like once I started really practicing that and knowing that, my days have definitely gotten significantly better, significantly better.
Yeah. You've got to take it a day at a time, haven't you? You can't control the way your mind feels. You just got to accept it and work with that.
And also, I mean, in a way, you do have the control, in my opinion. Like, you don't really have control in how you feel, but you have control in the way that affects you and what you decide. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, like, yes, there's such thing as chaos and out of control, but you decide like when things are out of control. Like, now I've decided this is what I can't handle. This is too much chaos. This is too much for me. I've set that bar. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So you have the control in where you set that bar for yourself, you know?
I think that's good advice. Grace Vanderwithrawls supporter has asked, what song are you most proud of? So is Miss Nini. So yeah, what song are you most proud of your own that you've put out?
Um, Maybe The City, I think, is a really good song. I also really, really, really love Gucci Shoes. I was really, really proud of making that one. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And then you've also been asked on a completely different note, but I think it's very fitting right now. We're all eating a lot, as you said yourself. Ellis Hettel has asked, what's your favourite food?
Right now, actually, I have them. I was eating these right before you called me. I've been eating Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
They're really delicious. These are my favorite ones. They're Samoas. Shout out to Samoas.
Very
They're
nice.
so good. And that's about it. I've been living on like chips and dip and Girl Scout cookies.
No, that's a great diet. No, delicious. Great. Okay, I've got time for one more question. I think this is a good one from Julia, who asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Um, I don't think I see myself anywhere, honestly. I feel like futures are so unpredictable, and I think too many people, especially in the industry, get hung up over that, when the matter of the fact is this is such an uncontrolled career. You know what I mean? Like, it's in the public's hands. It's in the way you resonate with people's hands. Like, you have things that you can help and enhance and hold but not carry. You know what I mean? And there are so many possible realities for me, that, like, endless, infinite realities, that I just kind of, I don't like to think about it, and just I'll be content with whatever happens, you know?
Well, whatever happens, we'll see you on the other side. What are you looking forward to most when you get out of here, actually?
I'm looking forward to seeing my best friend. I miss her a lot. I miss her a lot. So I'm really, really excited to see.
That's a good answer. Thank you so much for speaking to me. Thank you all for all the questions as well. Like,
But yeah,
so
thanks
many
to
came in.
everyone who was watching.
Yeah, there were so many I couldn't get through. I'm so sorry, but I'm sure you'll be able to connect with your fans as well on your live. But thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. Keep eating the cookies. They look delicious. I'm hungry now. I'm going to get some as well.
Yes, do it.
Bye, Grace. Look
Thank
after yourself.
you.
Take care. And bye. Thank you all for watching. Bye, guys.